welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Art. There are a few different ways to make clouds. One way is the sun heats the water water evaporates, the water vapor cools as it rises, and then it turns into condenses, and these little tiny water droplets form a cloud. So this is a scientific explanation of how to make a cloud. In this video, we will explore 3 more ways to make a cloud. First, we will try soft sculpture. Gather these materials and set yourself up. Scissors, hole puncher, pen, yarn, bubble wrap, or a brown paper bag. So this video is going to go super fast, but you can pause at any time. Basically, we're folding a brown bag in half and cutting 2 clouds at once. Next, you're going around the edges, not too close to the edge, about a fingernail apart from each other, and you're using a hole puncher all the way around. Of course, you can substitute other tools to make the holes, like a knitting needle, a sewing needle, an unfolded paper clip, or you could actually use a stapler. The holes are basically for sewing the cloud 2 sides together. Next, you grab a piece of string or yarn and you tie it on to a needle, or you can tape it at the point to make it pointy so it'll go through the holes. You tie a knot on the first hole too, just like you're tying a shoe. You do a double knot, right over left, loop it, right over left, loop it again. Now you can see I've paused and I'm wadding up some recycled paper to shove inside of there. This is stuffing your soft sculpture. I couldn't quite get it all the way to the end, so I used the eraser end of a pencil and pushed it on through. Yarn, dental floss, anything is great for sewing. And remember, go around the edge. This is called a whip stitch. I fill it up to a comfortable size. I squish it to see how it feels, and I keep stuffing. One way to hold it together while you're sewing the end is you could use binder clips or paper clips, but I just use my hands and hold it together while I sew. I go around and around the edge until I get to the end, and then I tie a knot. Just like I'm tying a shoe, tie it twice, a double knot. Ooh, squishy, dream. Now this next one is exactly the same, but totally different. I'm using an envelope that was from shipping and mailing, and I've cut it up into 2 clouds again. The bubble wrap on the outside makes it look especially cloudy. I found some fuzzy yarn in my stash of stuff, and I'm using that to sew around the edges of this cloud. Basically, it's the same thing, but I'm using a magazine that I rip up and crumple up instead of a piece of paper out of the recycling bin. And all of these clouds that I'm making, I'm going to put together into a giant sculpture to hang up in the sky of my studio. What do you think you're going to do with yours? You could use it for a worry squishy. You could hang it with a goal on it, or you can just enjoy it. Throw it like a pillow on your bed. I love this project because I'm reusing materials that I already have. You could say I saved these materials for a rainy day. No pun intended. I do think my joke is funny. Okay, now next we will be learning about how to draw with washable markers a cloud and then add watercolor paint to it. Now I tie it off. Every cloud has a silver lining, and in this case, the silver lining is on the outside. Yay! Ah, nice and squishy. Now you see that long tail I left? Leave the tail long so you can hang it up or do something with it. If you cut it too short, it doesn't always, it's hard to work with later. Oh, a pillow for a dinosaur. And now what we've all been waiting for. Turning markers into watercolors. So start out with a pencil, do a light, fluffy cumulus cloud sketch. Add in those roses and yellows where the sun is touching the top. Put in those lavenders, touch of orange, some gray, agreeable gray. And you can feel how it's warm above because the sun is up there, and you can feel how it's cool because this condensed vapor is blocking the sun. Now you get a cup of water and your paintbrush and you Drizzle, drip, melt, mix, blend, beautify, add some touch-up lavender again. Ah, your heroic clouds await. Our third cloud creation is inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe's painting, Sky Above Clouds 4. This painting is actually humongous. It is 8 feet by 24 feet wide. Georgia O'Keeffe wanted the largest canvas that could fit in her studio. This is her interpretation of the sky from an airplane window, and you can see the horizon line way out past the clouds. Now we're going to try and recreate a cloud scene inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe. First, you're going to take a piece of paper and paint a watercolor wash. Start with a light color at the top and work your way down to darker. Use lots of water. While your wash is drying, make a bunch of clouds. Add colors, cut them out, then fold little accordion pieces to make pop out. The tabs on the end will glue to the clouds, and then the other tab will glue to the background. When you put it all together, you have pop-out clouds on a beautiful background color. Thank you, Georgia O'Keeffe. Thank you for the inspiration. And now it's your turn to be a cloud maker. Will it be the pop-up clouds? Will it be the soft sculptures? Or will you draw and paint your clouds? Thank you for doing your best. Thank you so much. Yay!